Hi everyone! I know it's been quite some time since I was last on here. It's been months and months and months. And I know this isn't the best angle or the best video quality or anything like that. My laptop broke completely, and so I can't now film and upload to my laptop, so I've got to use my phone. So and also I did have a selfie stick as well to do this with. However, it appears to have completely disappeared in the last few months since I've been in hiding. So, yeah, I hopefully will find that before my next video. I just thought I would update you because I've been getting a lot of emails and tweets and things asking where I am, what's happened, if I'm still alive. Basically, yes, I'm still alive, as you can see. I'm obviously not as chipper as I normally am, but yeah, I just thought I would just come on here and just be honest, and so that's what I'm doing. So my last video I think was a book haul, and that was months ago, and I was saying that I had just got back from America and I was pretty sure that I'd picked up a really nasty bug, because this is warning, this is going to be a bit TMI, but I was throwing up a lot, and it just didn't stop. It didn't stop. It went on for weeks, and eventually we found out that I was pregnant. Eventually, after going to the doctors and things, it turned out that the bug that I had, was actually a baby. I was pregnant. Well, I am pregnant, still am. If you can see, got a sizable bump there. And so the vomiting I expected to stop, and it didn't. And so this is just a little video to let you know where I've been and why I've disappeared. So in a nutshell, I have a condition called Hyperemesis gravidarum. Some of you will have heard of it, some of you probably not. And what it is basically where you start throwing up in pregnancy for whatever reason, and a lot of the time you just don't stop. And we're talking not just the odd throw up, we're talking feeling sick all day, throwing up upwards of 10 times a day sometimes, sometimes more, and you can't keep anything down. Everything makes you feel very, very sick. So moving around makes you feel sick. For a few months for me, talking made me just spontaneously throw up, and so I couldn't film YouTube videos because I was basically being sick every time I tried to open my mouth and speak. And so this has been going on now for months. I'm 30 weeks pregnant now, so I'm nearing the end, but I am still throwing up daily. And I'm not expecting it to end until the end, until I actually give birth, because it just isn't going, and it would have gone by now. So a lot of people don't understand what it is and don't understand how you're different from any other pregnant woman, and you get a lot of unhelpful sort of comments. You get the comments such as, what you really need to try is ginger and sea bands. They worked wonders for me. Well, maybe they did, but I didn't know much about hyperemesis myself until I got it. I will say I've had it before. I have a daughter and I had it before, and it was much worse in my first pregnancy. I will say it was a hell of a lot worse than it has been this time. So this time I've been quite lucky. I've only been being sick. I had one day where I was really unwell and I ended up in hospital, and I'd been sick sort of 14-15 times, and I was really dehydrated, and I ended up in hospital for a few days on drips, being rehydrated. I've been in hospital 2 or 3 times being rehydrated with drips during this pregnancy. And it's not as simple as try ginger or drink more, or get out, or have a walk. It's not as simple as that. It just doesn't... Obviously, you want to be happy during pregnancy. You want to enjoy it. You want to go out walking. You want to show off your little bump that's starting to grow, and you want to go out baby shopping. And well, I'm assuming you do if you're happy about being pregnant, which I mean, I was and am. You want to be out there enjoying it and doing all the things that the other mums do, and buying all of the things and going to all of the baby shops and looking at all the cute baby clothes and things like that. But when you've got hyperemesis, going out of the house can be a bit of a mission. I can remember a few months ago, my other half was saying, shall we go out and see if it'll cheer you up? Can we try and get you out of the house? And I said, okay, we'll go to IKEA and have a look at some of the baby things. And in IKEA, I was really ill. I threw up in public, really, really violently. That's another thing with the hyperemesis vomiting. It's very violent. It's not pretty. It comes out your nose, comes out of everything. Well, not everything. Obviously, vomit doesn't come out of other areas, but things can get grisly, I'm not going to lie. And you've got no control over it. So the way that I think of it as imagine the worst food poisoning that you've had. And I can remember one occasion where I was really ill with food poisoning, and it still wasn't quite to the level of hyperemesis. But imagine that, where you feel really sick all the time, and as soon as you stand up, it's sort of like having food poisoning but on a boat, because you feel like you're sort of rocking, and every time that you get up to move, the movement of you moving makes you be sick. So in the end, I ended up having to carry a bowl around with me around my own house, and I couldn't go out. I didn't go out for months. And as I say, it was a lot better this time, because once it kicked in and I found out what it was, I kind of knew what to expect because I'd been through it before. The first time that I went through it with my daughter, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know about getting any help. I didn't know about going to hospital for rehydration. And in the end, with my daughter in my first pregnancy, when I was throwing up, I ended up tearing all of my throat. So I was constantly throwing up blood, which was alarming, very alarming. And it's just not pleasant. And in my first pregnancy, I lost a lot of weight. In this one, I've been all right. I've actually gained weight, and in this pregnancy I've been able to eat, which is I mean, a lot of it has come back up, but I have been able to eat things, whereas with my daughter's pregnancy I wasn't able to eat very much at all, hence why it's been such a long sort of gap in between having my daughter and having this baby. And obviously this baby was a bit of a surprise, as I didn't know. That's why I was being sick, and nobody thought to check, especially not me. I really, it sounds stupid now, but I really did not think that I was pregnant at all. And so another reason that I haven't been on my channel is because I haven't been reading. Again, if you think back to if you have a really terrible stomach bug or food poisoning or something like that, you probably don't read on those days. You probably just want to lie down in a darkened room and wait for it to pass. And that's what it's been like for months. So I haven't been able to go out very much. When I have gone out, there's been times I've thrown up in public. I've been trying to avoid seeing people. For example, I went out to my bin the other day to put something out there, and I live very rurally, so it's not very often you bump into anyone, but I have got a couple of neighbours, and one of the neighbours was talking to me, and I knew I was going to be sick, and I was trying to make my way back to the house, but my neighbour kept talking to me, and I threw up in the lane in front of my neighbour. And it's things like that that are really embarrassing, and it's another reason why you just don't go out, because you don't want to do that in public. You don't want to shame yourself by throwing up on yourself in public, and it's just, I mean, it's been hard. It has been hard. Like I say, it is getting a lot better now. I'm only sick 1 or 2 times a day now. And I've only got 2 months left. So I can't wait for pregnancy to end. Obviously to get the baby, and obviously also because I will be able to not be sick anymore. The pain of labour to me, first time round, was nothing compared to the pain of the 9 months of pregnancy and throwing up and tearing all my throat and all the horrors that came with that, and the losing the weight, and oh, it wasn't very good. This time round, I've been more prepared. I've sought medical help quicker, and I think things have been better this time round. They've still been grim, but they've been better this time round. So I finally feel like I'm going to start reading again. I have picked up a few books, and there's a book haul coming, and I'm going to start reading again, hopefully be back and start making videos again, and hopefully I am over the worst of it. And like I say, I've only got 2 months left, so 2 months to push, and then, well, not 2 months to push, oh my god, let's hope that doesn't happen. 2 months to get through before the small amount of time of pushing, and then I get a baby. And the sickness will hopefully go away then, and I will be back to normal and feeling chirpy, and I mean, obviously I'll be tired and things, but I think that's got to be better than this. And first time round I found it much easier once I'd had the baby. So, like I say, my laptop has broken. It's been a series of unfortunate events around here, let me tell you. My laptop broke. I still have my good camera, but I can't use it because I've got nothing to plug it into to upload my footage. So, that's something that I need to look into. And get a new laptop maybe. But obviously I've still got a lot of baby things to buy. And yeah, so for the next few videos, chances are they're going to be filmed on this phone, and I'm hoping I'll find my selfie stick so that it won't be quite so, yeah, seasickness, and I'm hoping that things will go back to normal, everything will be brilliant, and I'll be back to reading all my favourite books. And I have read 1 or 2 books in the very early stages before it really hit hard. And so I do need to talk about them, so I'll have that coming up soon. The reason I keep looking down is because they're sat there, the books that I've read months ago, gathering dust. And then I've got a nice little pile to discuss, and hopefully I'll get that done tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have a lot better angle than this. Yep, so that was just a sort of a roundabout, long way of me explaining where I've been, and hopefully that I'm coming back. So, thanks for watching anyway, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye for now.